not have a mic on than actually not hitting play?
Not have a mic rather than not.
Which one would be less annoying? Because either way, I'm gonna be annoyed.
I guess as a creator, you got to make the best of what you got. So I'd be very hung up on trying to prove a point at like, yo, we're gonna try to figure out how to salvage this content. So I'm definitely gonna be more of a fan of feeling like I don't need a mic because worst case scenario. So try to.
We can edit
But
the volume around,
but
not having the content would be more annoying than.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
But
but what?
Like we were talking earlier, it's night and day from like the very beginning podcast to where it is now. That a microphone makes a big fucking difference.
100% it does.
Like
100% it does.
It was so janky and ghetto.
I can't rewatch those early episodes.
Yeah, I felt
they make me cringe so bad. Like, because like I do all the editing, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, I already
you have to rewatch that shit.
Yeah. So like at first like it was fine, but now like I tell myself like I only do this for like an hour and a half, then I take a break and I go back to the editing, right?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this is like I hate hearing my voice, but then I realized this is a lot better than what it was before.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I just hate listening to myself talk, but at least I can stand it now. It's not that bad.
Well, that and like microphones really do make a big difference when you hear back your voice.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel as awkward. So I definitely feel where you're coming from on that because, man, dude, editing all the content and shit, at the time it feels like it's the best thing you've ever made in your life. You're like, fuck Joe Rogan, the hell? And then you look at it and you're like, oh shit. It's like a 4-year-old with a fucking microphone just trying to talk about nothing.
I would love to be on his show sometime though.
That'd be sick.
That would be. If you could be a guest on a show. I love
now still going?
Yeah.
Or just like any show that has existed.
Probably any show that existed. Like an interview show where you're being interviewed.
Oh, like an interview show?
Yeah, like a podcast or like a TV like
like real life, like on
Yeah.
60 minutes.
What?
Yeah, I feel like I'd go down in history as like
for what?
Being charismatic, charming, a great lover, sweet, funny, hung like a bull.
I didn't know that part.
Great listener.
Are we just gonna go over?
Well, you asked, so I'm giving.
I know, but like you can't just like put that in the middle. You gotta end with that.
No, I gotta throw it in there. It's more of a flex if you don't focus on it. So I'm just kind of like, you know what? I happen to be these things because people have said it. So
okay, that's fair. Okay, there's something that really, really fucking nerked me the other day.
Okay.
And I need to get this off my chest, and I want to get your opinion. Okay.
Okay.
So one of my friends, she started seeing this guy. Okay.
Oh God.
And
I don't like where this is.
Why? You don't even know this. You don't even know what's going on.
Because every time we talk about dating, it's always like it's energetically just draining.
But it's not me dating. It's her dating life.
Yeah, and knowing you.
But it's
an extension of you.
No, just the argument part.
Okay.
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 So like she started seeing this guy.
Okay.
And she asked me a question. It's like, hey, so you know how I'm seeing so and so? It's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like, what do you do in a situation where you're like kind of seeing someone, but you guys are not exclusive? You guys haven't like put that title in that you're specifically only seeing each other. Would it bother you if they're like still seeing like one other person? I'm like, well, I mean, it's not gonna bother me because like we haven't like really settled down. Like we don't know what we are. And she was like, yeah, you're right, but I'm just like a jealous type of person. I just kind of want him to stop. I'm like, then tell him that. And then she was like, but it's wrong too because we're not anything. I was like, don't.
Ooh. Yeah. I love that she even recognizes like, I can't be tripping.
Exactly. But then like I told her, well, yeah, I mean, you are a jealous type of person, so it makes sense. And she was like, well, I'm not a jealous person. I just have my moments. I was like, what do you mean you're not a jealous person? She's like, well, I wouldn't say I'm a jealous person. But you just told me that I get jealous sometimes. That's like saying that I'm not a pilot, but I fly planes for a living. You're a pilot, and that makes you a jealous person. She was like, no, jealous people are like jealous all the time for no reason. I'm like, no, jealousy is an emotion. You only feel it at certain moments. You don't have to be jealous all the time to be a jealous person.
I feel like that's such a semantics type of question. Like if you're asking it, or like the whole thing is, like, I get where you're coming from and I get where she's coming from. That's the issue.
I just hate that you understand her part. That makes me so mad.
No, because a lot of people.
How you gonna say that you're not a jealous person when you get jealous?
Because a lot of people don't realize that they manipulate what they're saying with the words that they choose.
I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth.
A lot of women, not a lot of women, but a lot of people like to use the words that they're familiar with to articulate to their best ability what they're trying to say about how they feel. Okay. But it doesn't always come across that way, which is why if you pay attention to intention, you recognize like you're not the words that you're using to say that's bothering you isn't the thing that you're really trying to say. What she's really trying to say is like, I'm not excessively jealous, but I do get jealous. That's what she's trying to say. And you're on the end where it's just like, well, technically, yes, you get jealous, so that means that you're a jealous person.
Yes.
I get that. But that's what I'm saying. I sometimes agree on your end where it's like you have to hold people to what they're saying because they get away with manipulating their words.
I guess.
And that's the annoying thing.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I could be like, damn, dude, like, my bad that I couldn't come over and film a pod because I was super tired. And then you could just flip that and say, oh, no, it's cool. I get that you don't like me and you don't want to be around me. It's just like, I never said that. That's the same thing. It's just like, what they're trying to communicate isn't probably.
When'd you get so smart? I hate this, dog.
No, I mean, like, trial and error.
No, I get it.
Getting yelled at.
But like, it just bothered me. Like, I don't know why it bothered me so much.
Because you wanted to be right.
I am right though.
On a technicality, but
yes.
But sometimes it's not about being right, and that's what I've been learning a lot recently. Is like it's more about trying to understand the individual, and if the person feels like you're not trying to understand them and you're trying to be right, then they pick up on the fact that you're not being compassionate and empathetic to what they're feeling and trying to express, because in that sense they're being vulnerable and hoping to have that connection.
See, I would feel all that if I was wrong.
No, you are right.
I know.
The thing is, you are right.
That's all I want to hear.
Also, she is right in how she feels.
Yeah, jealousy. She's a jealous person.
But not everybody can comprehend and understand what they're feeling and describe it in the ways that words can actually communicate it effectively. That's the issue.
I guess.
You just want to be right.
I am right.
You petty.
I am petty.
Okay.
I've done petty things. You know this.
No, it's okay. I understand. That's why I say I understand you and I understand her.
What's the pettiest thing you've ever done? Come on. What is the pettiest thing you've ever done?
No comment. What's the pettiest thing you've ever done?
I can tell you the pettiest thing I've done lately. I was with you, kind of.
What'd you do?
Remember when we were at Cobra and we saw someone and they didn't want to talk to me? So in order to get their attention,
yeah. I remember that. That's not petty. Because it wasn't out of malicious intent. I didn't. Thank you, Miss Producer. I didn't feel like I wanted to poke around that. Damn it! But it's a good point. I mean,
okay. So
this is an angel episode, so
I guess. So we were at Cobra, and we.
What is Cobra? Gotta pick the scene. Come on.
It's a barcade.
I'm a listener. They don't know that.
I feel like
you gotta set the scene. Get me invested.
You're making me do too much.
No, I'm making you do just enough because we want to entertain them, because we want to bring them back.
Okay, so Cobra is. I mean, they come back regardless. Anyway, I don't know why.
To hate on us.
Yeah.
To collect all the bad, negative things that happen to us that we talk about, so that way they could use it later on when we're famous.
Oh, we're gonna be famous?
That's the goal.
I hope so.
I mean, we put in the work.
We have.
And we believe in ourselves enough. And we've been around successful enough people in the environments that have the type of platforms that we want to accomplish the things that...
Oh, yeah, we can do this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Cobra. So Cobra is a barcade downtown. Okay, it's one of my and Brian's favorite spots we like to go to, especially on Wednesdays.
5 stars.
Yeah, Wednesdays is a good time to go to.
Ladies' night. Yeah.
Remember that one span of the 2019 where we were there for 5 months every Wednesday?
Yeah.
We were every Wednesday we're just like, you want to go to Cobra? I was like, yeah.
Cause no, that's what. Yeah, we were living together and we were fucking working every day. And by the time everybody got off, it was just like, fuck it, you guys want to go out for a drink? And then we would go out every fucking night for like a good couple months.
Yeah, I don't know how we did that though. I don't know how I did that.
We weren't depressed.
You're you're right. I wasn't. 2019 was a good year for me.
Yeah.
I was in a good year.
Right? And
Yeah.
then the life that we knew ceased to exist.
Yeah.
Because Thanos, he snapped everybody. And he
Was it in
changed.
2019? Did that movie come out in 2019?
Yeah.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, Thanos changed everything,
It
dude.
did. Okay, we do this.
Not that we're depressed now. I mean, like,
no, we do this all the time. We like get distracted. You
It's
gotta
okay.
put us back on track.
Yes. Oh no, sorry. Back to your story.
Okay, so I forgot where I left off.
You were talking about the bar.
Bar. Okay, so the barcade. Yeah, we were there, and we were just there vibing, having a good time. And then I see a group of people that like we went to school with.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. You mentioned it to me.
Yeah. And they're like, I was like, okay, cool. It's like I don't talk to them, but if they come say hi, we'll say hi. I mean, I'll talk to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was one specific person there.
Yeah, I remember that.
That for some reason I don't know why, and I still don't know why, and it bothers me kind of. Like her and I had a thing, and I was like, "Oh, I'm feeling this," and then stops talking to me. I still don't know why.
No, we figured it out. We talked about this.
Did we?
It's because she had another guy.
Oh fuck.
Yep.
There's always another guy.
There's always
another guy. I hate this.
At the end of the day, if they're always on the fence about you, there's always another guy.
What's so wrong with me, Ryan?
There's nothing wrong with you. It's just she had options.
You
know what it is?
How do I become the top option?
Not be as good of a person as you are. Ugh. You're consistent. You're reliable. You're kind. You're considerate. You're compassionate.
Okay, so you tell me this a couple of years. If I asked you what type of person I was 10 years ago, I'm the complete opposite. I still didn't pull any hose.
You pulled more than you did now.
I did actually. No, you're right.
It was like I think it's a mixture. No, but I mean, like,
so like, I think at first I was a bad guy. Now I'm a pretty good, decent guy.
Yeah.
I just gotta find the middle.
Yeah, because I think you have to get to a point where you have to realize, like, you can't live your life feeling like it's a test and trying to be right about pleasing people or making the right decisions with your own life.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So I mean, you could fuck up and mistreat someone on accident, but if you don't learn from that, then that's more of the issue.
Yeah.
It's more like having the knowledge and wisdom to avoid future situations.
No, you're right. And I guess as I gotten older, I've learned like mistakes and stuff like that.
Are okay.
Everyone makes mistakes. It's fine.
Yeah, you know how many times we fuck up?
What? Oh, story. Yeah, story. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Story.
Oh, my bad.
Wait, what? Okay, yeah, sorry.
No. Wait. Was there more to the story? Oh, there was more to the story.
There was. So yeah, we see them, and Brian noticed that like she kept looking over at when we were at the bar, because my back was always towards her. Like I didn't. Whatever. If she wants to come up to me, she comes up to me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got other hoes you got to talk to right now?
No.
I feel it vibrate. You getting hit up. Okay, whatever. Okay, but that's not the point. Okay. So like my back's towards her, and Brian's like, she keeps looking over here. I was like, well, if she wants to come over here, she can. And I was like, you know what? I like in the back of my head, I was like, I'm just gonna go send her a drink. But I knew she doesn't drink alcohol. She's like 5 years sober. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I didn't want to like do that.
Oh.
So what I did instead was like, I cashed out her some money. And I was like, hey, it was nice seeing you.
God, I cringe at you.
So for breakfast and coffee the next morning.
I remember at that time.
I feel like that is pretty petty of me.
That's not petty at all.
No, I feel like.
I mean, I guess it'd be petty if you were trying
to.
I
mean, I didn't have to write a message. I mean, like, I didn't have to say what I said. It's like, hey, it was nice seeing you.
No, because petty is more coming off of just like you're trying to be a dick. You're trying to have negative like intentions.
Oh yeah, that was me. It's like because she didn't say hi.
I wouldn't have taken it that. It's just like because she didn't even acknowledge you to begin with. Well, I guess because maybe I guess like producer, is that petty?
I wouldn't call it.
No. Okay. Well, then I don't know the last time I did something petty.
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not a petty person, bro. Maybe sometimes we paid ourselves to be things that we're not, and then we believe it, thinking that we are.
I do it all the time. I put that shit in my head.
Lesson learned, dude.
I hate it.
We all make
That's like
mistakes.
when I go through a rabbit hole and I start feeling all these emotions. Like, damn, why am I sad for no reason?
I saw a post on social media the other day that was basically talking about how,
How cute I am.
aside from that, it
Okay.
was talking about how
Okay. See, now you're like putting all these thoughts in my head. How you gas me up all the time. Now I feel like I'm pretty. Damn you, Brian.
you're stunning.
He's lying, but okay. Continue. I'm sorry.
I've lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Usually I'm the one that distracts you.
I
So
know. We're bad at this.
I know.
Oh, it
Oh,
sounds. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
yeah. In regards to what we were talking about, where it's basically
What were we talking about?
what reaffirming. Okay,
Okay.
so sometimes to lose the person you used to be, you have to keep reaffirming the person you currently are and who you've been,
Okay.
because there's certain triggers that will throw you back to who you think you used to be and make you feel like all the work and efforts that you put into becoming a new version of yourself is gone.
Yeah.
Because so quick to, like you said, like it's so easy to feel like you can make mistakes, or you can be hard on yourself, or
yeah, because like when I do that, it's easier for me to go back to emotions that I previously had rather than trying to find new emotions to fix that. It's just like it's a comfort thing. Like when you're, I hate to say it's like if you've been sad so many times in your life, you're okay to be sad because it's a comfort feeling. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
And it's a bad thing.
Because you've normalized it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've recognized you really have to be patient with yourself when learning how to unlearn a lot of those things and triggers, because you'll end up beating yourself up and finding yourself in a
I'll beat
bottomless
you up
pit.
or beat you off. Which one do you want?
Whoa.
What?
No, you're doing my train of thought. I was trying to have a heartfelt moment.
It's annoying, isn't it?
All right, okay. All right, I gotta taste my own medicine.
I'll give you a taste of my medicine.
Now you're just making it.
Da-da.
You know what?
Okay,
enough preaching for me. At
Okay.
the end of the day, I think as long as you're kind to yourself and you recognize that making mistakes is okay, and you try to work from them and improve, then that's all you can really hope for.
Absolutely, I agree.
And move on with your life.
I agree. All right, so I have a question now.
Okay.
So I was watching TV show the other day.
Okay.
And I was thinking,
mm-hmm.
like this TV show had like it has a great, one of the most iconic like entry theme songs of all time.
Which one comes to mind?
Oh, I was watching SpongeBob. I mean, it's like, come on, it's like, it is though.
It's a classic.
So that made me sit there. It's like, how many like actual intro like intro theme songs to TV shows do I know? And I realized I knew a lot. So now I'm trying to like point down the best one, or like top 3.
Ooh, that's a good one actually.
And I kind of narrowed. I think I kind of narrowed it down.
So what are your top 3?
Full House, obviously.
Classic.
Friends.
Classic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Smallville.
Oh, I did not expect that one.
Save! Yeah.
I did not expect that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Shit. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we grew up on a lot of TV.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard not to say Friends or Full House, though. It's like, those are like automatic. They're up there. They have to be, no matter what, in your top 5. Like, yeah. No, it's just wait. Classic, like when you hear them, you know what show it is.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Fresh
Prince is a good one too.
Yeah.
When I think of TV, I think of Fresh Prince was one. I guess The Office.
I watch it every night. I love The Office. Yeah.
Or are we doing only just like live action or animation?
No, it can be animation.
Family Guy. The
Family
Simpsons.
Guy. The X-Men series.
Yeah. Or Spider-Man.
Yes.
They were heavy into the fucking Simpsons.
They were.
In the 90s.
What else though?
Hannah
Montana.
You get the best. Yeah. Dora.
I didn't watch a lot of Dora. Yeah.
I never. And there's 104 days. Or so, yeah. I know the theme, but I never got a chance to like get into it.
I don't think I remember. I don't remember the theme song.
That's when I aged out of Disney. What?
Well, I know. I said I don't. I know he knows it. I don't remember
No,
it.
I know the theme song because I
Yeah.
just love TV. But like I aged that. That was right when I aged out of Disney. That was like when they had like Good Luck Charlie. I was too old for that. That was Phineas and Ferb. Um, Fairly Odd Parents. Yes, I grew up on it, but they
I
ended
don't
up like
remember it yet. That
Wands and
no.
Wings, floaty gravity things.
Damn. Apparently, you guys are.
Of course, dude. I grew up. Cartoons are my life.
They are.
So I definitely I hold a special place for them in my heart. So yeah, of course I love their theme songs. Hmm.
If you could pick a song for like like a theme song for your TV show for you.
What would mine be?
Yeah.
It's a really good question. I want something like Hood, probably.
I would pick anything by Young Gravy. I would want him to make me a theme song.
Really?
Young Gravy, I love Young.
I'm a little surprised by that answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
You don't seem like a Young Gravy fan.
I love his music.
Really?
I love his music. The last picture that I posted, it's by him. The song that I have, Where They At?
I don't think I've heard that song.
Really? It's on his last album. It's like track 10.
Last
Is
time
it?
I felt like I was waiting for the drop.
I know. Can you? I can't remember the name of his album.
That's crazy.
Can't remember the name of the album. I think it's like track 10 or 11. Where
You
they
probably
at.
went to the Eras tour when they had it in the movie theaters too, huh?
No. Yes. I mean, you know I'm going to. I love Taylor Swift.
Man, even after she got with Kelsey, Travis Kelsey,
Who?
isn't that his name?
Who?
Travis Kelsey? Oh, you're being smart. I was like, whoa. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she can be whoever she wants to be. Or with. She can be with whoever she wants to be.
It's very progressive.
Yeah. I mean, she met me one time, and if she didn't fall in love at that point,
You met her before she is who she is.
yes, I met her when she was 16 years old.
I'd like to believe that.
You like to believe what?
That was just funny the way you said that.
What? I was 15, she was 16.
She's older than you?
By a year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No,
she'll be 35 this year, December 13th.
Oh.
That's why her album 1989.
You're born 1990?
I was born 90.
Whoa,
Yeah,
you're a 90s baby.
I am.
Damn.
I really am.
Welcome to the club.
What do you mean? I was born before you? So
Barely?
that means
You barely were born before me.
3 years?
Me? What?
Are you
Oh, wait,
93?
no, you huh?
Are you 93?
I'm 2004.
That
I just turned 20 last week.
You did this the other night, and it pissed me off. You pissed me off the other night. I was because like we were talking about like our age difference, and I was like, "Oh, you're only like 3-4 years, like 3.5 years younger than me." He's like, "No." It's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "Yeah, you're gonna like turn 30, 31 this year." It's like, "No, I'm gonna like turn 21." It's like, "No, bitch, you're at least."
I am. I just turned 20.
No, you're like, I hate this. It's confusing me right now too.
Okay,
You know,
man.
you said 25 last week. I'm so confused now. Because you're same age as my sister, or did you graduate a year before my sister, or same year as my sister?
I graduated. I don't know how that happened, but I did.
Damn it, dude!
It doesn't matter.
So
hey, I'm old enough to party. I think we both have fun.
we do. We enjoy each other's company.
It's been a hell of a ride.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
It's been fun, especially like we were talking a lot about like what we want to do with this. It's been fun to see
The progression and
the growth. You know, I think even the times where we weren't.
Are you a
filming,
grower or a shower?
I think it depends.
Okay, that's a fair answer. Yeah.
There's a lot of my mood, my appetite.
Your appetite.
Yeah.
I guess when you're hungry, you're not gonna be performing all too well. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn, this is a very good answer. I was not expecting this.
My temperature. Because if I'm feeling cold, then it's just like I'm shriveling up.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it just depends on a lot of different factors. What about you?
I'm not. It's the same thing. I mean, that's literally the honest answer.
Well, yeah, it's hard to.
It's not hard right now.
We could change that. But it's difficult to be a guy and be happy with the dick that you've been given when you see so many dicks on porn where you're like, why should I even try? But the funny thing is, like,
I was
even
not
women are like,
okay.
stop watching that shit because it's not even realistic. We don't want that. We want what you got.
The other day we were watching that show, and it was like the TED show where they had to buy actual video copies of porn, and you were like, that'd be an interesting topic. Where they actually have, you have
Whoa, physical media of porn.
Oh wow, yeah. So we were watching Ted the other day. Like you know the movie Ted.
Yeah.
So they made into a live TV show now. Yeah. And there's this episode's like where they were gonna watch porn for the first time, but in order to get porn back in the day, what'd you have to do? You have to go get it. Yeah. So that's an interesting topic. It's like when were you first introduced to porn?
Whoa. I actually do remember that.
Do you really?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
I was like 6. I was like 6, and it was like
Damn.
some neighborhood kids that showed me a Playboy, and I was
okay. No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And because that's how I feel like back then. That's how our generation was, where it's like older people put you on.
Pornographic, yes.
Yeah,
exactly. So yes,
they put you.
I guess that's the same. Like maybe probably like 6, 7, 8, like in that range.
Were you exposed in a similar way?
Huh?
Were you exposed in a similar way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like someone just had it. They took it from their like dad's stash and just look. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. I was like, oh, damn. Okay.
Man, I can see why we were so raunchy back then. The shit that we could do without cameras.
Yeah.
Get away with.
Like everything's like it was harder to get it back then. Now it's
as a kid, yeah.
Yeah. Now it's
sure.
Yeah. Now it's in your hand at all times.
Were you ever?
Was I ever what?
There was a moment in my childhood where there's a group of friends who came across a specific burnt DVD that ended up making rounds that people would just take turns.
Wait, what?
It was like this was before like the internet being as accessible, so it was just like
someone made a copy of
a specific DVD, and then people were just borrowing the fuck out of that DVD.
I've never had that happen to me. I've never experienced it. I'm guessing this happened to you.
Well, I mean, like, I hung out with the people and shit.
Did you take it for a night though? Did you borrow that DVD for a night? You took.
I remember.
I remember hanging out. So you took the DVD for the night. What you got to?
You know what's
paint that picture.
You know what's funny about that is I think my dad found it, and it was definitely one of those conversations where he acknowledged it. He was curious enough to want to ask if I had any questions about it, and then once I was like, no, I'm good. And you're just like, okay. I was like, all right. But yeah, that was my sex talk.
All right.
Yeah, you found my stash, and then it wasn't even my stash.
It wasn't even yours.
I was holding it for something.
It was just like those pants, the traveling sister pants. But it was instead of pants, it was the fucking DVD porn.
And the best thing about it is like new ones would come into circulation out of nowhere.
So one person just burned these CDs, these DVDs.
Yes.
And so that's like that. So he was like
no.
He was
doing it out of the kindness of his heart. It was just funny.
If so, though, he would have made bank.
He could have at the time. He definitely could have. But to get away with like having people not think anything different, he would write the name of other movies on it. So and me and friends would just go around asking each other like, oh, like have you seen like Big Daddy or Happy Gilmore or just
why did Big Daddy come to mind?
Because at the time, like we were really big Billy Madison fans. So like,
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, I know.
It's funny that you think of porn, you think of Big Daddy.
But just looking back on it, it was just really funny that was the case. And I don't know. I forgot about that actually.
No, that's.
But yeah, it was a lot harder to come across back then.
I bet it was a lot harder. You're just setting me up, bro. You're like you're giving me all these.
You're killing me today. I feel so. Damn, I feel so overpowered.
We weren't even supposed to film today either.
We weren't.
So
fuck it. I mean, I deserve to be in this position here and there.
It's fun to switch roles every now and then.
I don't mind it. No,
I know you don't.
I could take a couple jokes, but it was funny though looking back on it because like
But yeah, I don't think I've ever had anything that weird or
when it came to just like being exposed to it.
yeah.
That was that. Yeah, that was like the weirdest thing. It definitely. I could see why I learned that women are like, why do guys not know what they're doing? And then when I look back at like the stuff that we were introduced to, it's just like, oh,
No,
no,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
exactly. Yeah, that's
this is
nothing
not
to do.
real.
Yeah.
At
Oh,
all.
you know, okay, remember like my first like time that I saw something on TV was those late night Girls Gone Wild commercials.
Yo, you know that guy went to jail?
Yeah, because he never asked permission for any of these women.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he never asked permission. He never made them sign any legal contract, and some of them like were underage, but he never knew because his dumbass never had them sign contracts, never asked their names or information. Because if you notice, like all those videos were party scene videos.
Yeah,
So yeah,
because those were. I remember
yeah,
those would go from like 1 to 4 in the morning,
yeah,
heavy
yeah.
in rotation. So I just remember waking up in the middle of the night and just being like, I can't sleep. And then just,
I can't.
you
sleep.
hear the warning, and you're like,
oh yes.
You're like, what is this? And you have to look around and be like,
you always had to have the remote and at that back channel
on like Nickelodeon, yes. just in case someone walks in. And it was definitely
wow, good time. Good spot to end. We feel like we covered through a lot. That I'm always right, and people should agree with that and not argue.
Well, this is an Angel episode.
Yeah, I'm always right though. No.
Yep.
All right, guys. Until next time, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And
I'm better off quiet. You overpowered me today.
Until next time, guys. Bye.